continuar.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Oi, Shepard. Só queria deixar você saber, ou melhor, queria te avisar que a criança Adriel está indo bem. Tomamos conta de tudo legalmente falando e ele está fazendo alguns trabalhos para mim. Me ajudando a tomar conta, a resolver, a lidar com alguns lixos na wards. Putz, eu esqueci o que é wards. É ala, não é? Alas. Ah, mas wards não... Bom, enfim. Talvez fazer uma vida melhor para crianças como o Mouse. Não perfeita, mas também o que é perfeito, né? Não sei se você... Não sei se o seu Drell e o meu estão se falando. Eu falei que a vida era muito pequena para eles não se falarem. Mas eu não sei se ele tomou isso para si mesmo. Boa sorte. Ok, então... Após uma grande missão secundária e matar uma galera, né? Acho que agora só falta ajudar o Jacob e resgatar mais alguma parada lá. Eu acho que eu estou pendente de falar com a Miranda e a Tali. Então vamos tentar falar com as duas.
Commander. What can... Of course, Commander. Commander.
Caralho, apertei espaço sem querer de novo.
Commander. What can I do?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard.
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
Of course, Commander. Bom, se com ela não dá pra falar ainda, provavelmente com a Tali também não, né? Então não vou nem ficar tentando falar com o pessoal agora. Vamos direto para a próxima missão. Pluto, Uranus, Neptune, Mercury, Earth, Saturn. Olha só. Dá pra entrar na órbita da Terra, mas não dá pra pousar? Olha só, estamos no... Show de bola. Pô, por que Plutão não é um planeta e Mercúrio é? Mercúrio é menorzinho. O que categoriza um planeta, de repente, não é só o tamanho, né, obviamente.
Probe launched.
Não, eu tinha parado pra pensar que, de repente, era o tamanho, porque era muito pequeno, mas não é só isso, não. Caralho, agora que eu achei o bagulho, eu preciso pegar mais probes. Não tem aqui, cara? Pô, tem um mass relay ali e não tem um depósito de combustível? Tudo bem. Upgrades.
Not
Não.
sure if I find him scary or sexy.
That'll be all.
Take care.
Tá falando de quem? Caralho, eu apertei, eu não consegui ver de quem que ela tava falando.
How may I help you, Commander?
That'll be all.
Take care.
Não, era aqui mesmo. Weapon upgrades. Assault rifle. Accuracy, com certeza. Shotgun, armor piercing. Attack damage, hard shoots. Olha só, não tenho mais nenhum upgrade. Heavy Pistol Critical. Pô, só esses dois aqui. Não, esse e esse na realidade, porque o Sniper já dá bastante dano na cabeça, tipo, pra caceta. Melhorias. Fuel Cells. Cara, acho que eu vou pegar esse aqui. Não, muito Iridium. Ah, foi-se. Ok. Vambora. Cidadela. Investigar o projeto Overlord. Save Crashing Ship. Caralho, do que era isso aqui mesmo, velho? Não tô lembrando. Mas vamos pra lá. Olha lá. Oh, ela está... É a Loyal novamente. Como é que é? Ai, cara, leal. Vamos de Garrus e Grunt. Pontos. Pô, depois que eu coloquei aqui o bagulho, realmente ficou cenzão, olha. 4. Munição incendiária. Vamos aqui na fortificação. Concussive Shot. Korean Rebel. Eu vou de Survivor. Fica com mais vida do que mais dano, porque dano eu dou. Entendeu? É isso. Caralho! Cinco minutos. Opa, coisinha aqui no chão. Não lembro aqui. Foi. Não vai me acertar aqui não, queridão. Aí, ó, morreu, otário. Muito burro. Diz que os humanos nunca vão perder pra inteligência artificial. Tudo fodido. Opa, pera aí. Power couplings, ok. Pega aqui. Vida. Munição. Cheia, vambora.
Nothing can hurt me.
Ai, tá bom. Dali eu não consigo atirar nele direito. Interrompido? Por quê? Porque eu me mexi?
Nothing can hurt me.
Corre, Shepard. Pô, por onde que eu vou lá pro outro lado então? Se é que é ali do outro lado que eu preciso ir, né? É, tá apontando pra lá. Mas aqui eu não consigo passar. E agora? O que que eu vou falar? Ô, porra, aqui, ó. Burro.
Fire in the hole!
Nossa, mano. Que isso? Que agressividade. Caralho, aquele maluco ainda tá vivo, velho. Nossa, melhorou muito, velho, a mira da Assault, velho. Ok. Aonde aqui, né? Ai, não sei.
That should do it.
Ué, foi? Salvamos a nave? Mamãe, eu quero. Mamãe, eu quero. Mamãe, eu quero, naná. Ajudar o Jacob. Cara, vamos fazer logo essa porcaria dessa missão do Jacob, vai? Ah, ajudar o Jacob em outro... em outra coisa ainda. Na Alpha Draconis.
I have detected an anomaly.
Journal distress. MSV Hugo Gernsback. Registration BW4610034087. Impacted unscheduled suborbital decel.
Anomaly detected.
Tá, eu não tenho a porra de uma probe, velho. Vou ter que... Meu Deus, eu não acredito que eu vou ter que gastar dinheiro pra comprar a probe. Vou ter que gastar dinheiro com
We have used half our fuel.
combustível pra poder fazer as coisas pra esse cara. Desgraçado! Nossa, o dobro aqui também aí é foda. Muito pica. Bora.
I have detected an anomaly.
General distress. MSV Hugo
Launching
Gernsback.
probe.
Registration B.
Something on our sensors.
Manufacturing Powers Research Product. Vamos pegar o scanner então, um pouquinho ou não? Acho que não deve ter nada aqui, né? Opa!
Probe away.
Aproveitar que já estão aqui.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe away.
Opa, elemento zero!
Probe launched.
Nice.
Launching probe.
Esse aqui é o
Probe
último.
launched.
Agora vamos estacionar. O Jacob tem que ir. Acho que eu vou levar a Miranda, né? Porque ela é da Cerberus também, mais próxima dele. Se bem que, como eu disse anteriormente, não faz muita diferença, né? Eu nem uso ele. Não, e pior que ele foi o primeiro recrutado, né? No primeiro episódio, mano. E eu achei que ele era bacana lá naquele primeiro episódio. Mas depois ele começou a ficar mó chato. Ai, sei lá, velho. Mais vida e mais dano. Ué? Ah, tá. Menos vida e mais dano do que o outro. Ah, vai esse aqui. Acho que esse aqui tá mais balanceado. Heavy pull. Acho que é isso. Bora.
I have run a scan of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
Que parece
There
aquele
it is,
Ilos.
and mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years. Looks like it was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
Toxicology alert. Danger of rapid neural decay. Local flora chemically incompatible with human physiology. Override. Beacon resumed. Pause time 8 years.
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as record deleted by acting captain Ronald Taylor.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Ronald Taylor was promoted under emergency command protocols. Other flagged issues: unsafe deceleration, local food and neural decay, beacon activation protocols.
Who is in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor promoted in-field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
Então o maluco deve
Why
ter
wasn't the beacon activated before
ficado
now?
totozinho da
This
cabeça.
emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours, following the unscheduled suborbital descent of the Hugo Gernsback. Activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours, on the authority of acting captain Ronald Taylor. Pause in
8
beacon
anos.
protocol is recorded as record deleted.
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Come on, let's get going.
Let's check the ship. My father had the beacon for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
Avoiding it for a decade seems unlikely.
Eita.
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power. Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
What are you talking about? You're not making sense.
I don't remember how to say it. He's our leader and we serve so we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them. So they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue will come.
Watch out!
Eita.
Hunters
Nossa, eu tava com a mão fora do mouse.
stop until the leader is dead.
Kill them! Agents of the liar! He will not escape!
I see you.
Mais um cara meio calvo, secundário genérico. Vai ali, vai.
Going down.
Nossa, foi longeão. Peraí. Tô perdido. Tô perdido, meu. Tô louco. Tô morto, pá. Tá morto também.
That wasn't neural decay. They were feral.
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong.
É, seu pai também não é seu pai, provavelmente, né? Não mais.
Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure.
Olha, tem uma
Is that a
vilazinha
settlement?
ali.
They better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
They're clearly docile, but in the same uniform remnants as those who attacked us.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently. Makes males get violent.
Possibly. But the woman on the beach said the exiled ones came back as hunters.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing. He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
Not the best reaction to the family resemblance, Jacob.
Why would my father force his crew to eat toxic food? Look at these spoiled food stores. They've been eating only that toxic local food for who knows how long. Like that wasn't obvious enough.
The hunters will kill you. They fight because he exiled them and waited too long.
Ai, caralho, que susto, velho! Nossa, mano. Eu tava aqui bem pensando, tipo... Caralho, meu coração, velho.
Well, that would make them hate him. Maybe it
Nossa
was just
senhora.
defense.
Eu tava aqui só pensando no que pode ter acontecido, por que o pai dele fez isso.
Please, here. You could end. You have his face. But you fight his machines. You might stop this. This, I forget how to read. But this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
Jacob, what does it say?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later. The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
The beacon was fixed after a year, so the plan must have worked. Why no signal?
Those weren't the last entries on the casualty list. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers like pets.
Meu Deus.
After the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After, my father took control and didn't stop it.
Anything in there about whether the effects of the toxic food can be treated?
Nothing. But it seems like the right call. If everyone gets it, who's left to fix the beacon? You'd never get out. But they did fix it. And the signal wasn't sent until now. I'm starting to see why.
Does it say why he separated the men and women? Or is it as bad as it seems?
No, it turns to gibberish. Maybe the men got violent early on, but from the state of this place, I'd say the Hunter thing is recent. What he allowed here, Shepard, I don't see any justification.
We haven't seen any other officers. He killed them?
There were 5 after the crash. Medical, engineering, bridge staff. Should have had no problem fixing the beacon and keeping people safe. All killed within the same week. About a month after the beacon was repaired.
Do you see an explanation for this? He's your father.
Is he? None of this fits. Maybe the initial decision, but the rest? Abuse of power doesn't get any clearer than this. I need to find this man.
Eita. Não! Caralho. Eita! Ah.
This is Captain Ronald Taylor. Thank God you're here. My crew went insane. I only just got free.
God damn it. It's really him.
The old corpse has been posed, like a warning. The new ones were left where they fell.
The hunters started fighting back.
Heads up!
Careful. I automated my defenses after the crew turned violent. They keep attacking.
A little late to blame.
Requesting assistance. Critical system damage.
Eu não consigo pensar no que pode ter acontecido aqui nesse caso. Será que o pai dele estava sendo controlado ou algo assim? Vai! Tá preula! Nossa, nem consigo atirar, velho.
Taking fire.
Eu acho muito engraçado, velho. Sempre me impressiono como os bichos saem voando quando os bióticos puxam e empurram eles.
out.
I got it.
Meu Deus, eu não tô enxergando a luzinha. Vou chegar mais perto e usar shotgun weapon.
Allied force casualty. Careful, system failed. Requesting assistance. Power.
It took years to train my guards. I'm afraid you'll have to fight them to rescue me.
Throwing people away. This thing is not my father. Have a nice trip.
Treinou os caras por 10 anos e agora eu vou ter que matar eles pra poder te resgatar? Se não foi você que treinou ele. Não tá fazendo sentido isso. Já vai fazer, eu acho. Nossa. Nossa.
Hostiles. Gotcha. Overload deployed.
Ui! Pouco, hein? Cara, acho que esse aqui é bom colocar uma disruptor, né? Fica de boa aí. Fica frio aí.
Down you go.
Hostile drone!
No...
Enough with the toys.
Foi.
I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
Opa, elemento 0, 500, boa. Olha ele ali. Ronald Taylor.
You're here. I knew
São
a real
parecidos
squad would
mesmos.
blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've gotta have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. Toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you are acquainted with Mr. Taylor.
Taylor? Jacob? No. Not Jacob.
Why not me? Would 10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I'd hoped to leave it at that.
I'm not unreasonable, Captain, but 10 years? What happened?
God damn it! Why did you do this to your crew?
E o cara nem reconheceu o pai dele, né, mano?
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident. Things got tense. End of the day, I was the one with the mechs. I got a little basic in setting examples. But I was kind to my people once things settled down. Seemed like I'd earned some peace.
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the droolers. That was before the hunters, of course. Dumb or not, I'd feel it if they got their hands on me now. They want blood. I'd prefer to keep it.
It's all about you. Everything.
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of family?
I gave him a good start. He was a smart kid and was better off not following me. We figured that out a long time before I took jobs in deep space. And after things escalated here, it seemed best to just disappear off the galactic map.
Till you needed someone to save your ass.
Não tô gostando desse cara não, cara.
What triggered the males to change and threaten you?
Cusão demais.
This planet has some strange cycles to it. I've seen some plants around I never saw before. Odd weather. Maybe some just adapted a little too well.
And if you treat them like animals, big shock. They become animals.
Meu Deus. Esse Jacob é muito chato, cara. Mas ele tá certo dessa vez.
There's no way I'm letting this slide, Taylor. Price will be paid.
How much? What kind of math can balance these lives? His life isn't worth pulling the damn trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
Cara, ou deixa ele aqui, ou leva ele pra prisão. Cara.
Maybe we go arrange pickup for the rest of the survivors while the acting captain deals with the hole we punched through his max.
Now wait, I'm supposed to get rescued. The crazy ones, you don't know what they'll do to me.
We can guess.
My father was a different man, Shepard. A good man. Wish I'd found him.
Jacob.
You were a better man dead. As far as I'm concerned, you still are.
Jacob!
Ele vai fazer merda, né? Eita! Ah, eu queria ter visto o resto. Deixa o cara lá. Talvez.
Don't even give them the tail lights.
Roger that.
Opa.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
Nothing goes through this ship, my ship, without a report to you.
I had no more reason to believe Jacob's father was alive than he did, but I'm happy to know the situation is behind you.
Fine, you didn't forward it, so who did?
I did.
Ah, não.
Was this supposed to be a favor, or did you just want to see him squirm?
What he did with it was his own business. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor's body has some catching up to do, but the man died a long time ago. I've already dealt with that. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
You had no idea Miranda was behind this.
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
Come on, we got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard. Thanks for the help.
Anytime, Jacob.
Pô, que situaçãozinha, hein? De merda. Miranda sabia também, não falou nada. Porra, ela poderia ter avisado, né? Ao invés de só, tipo...
Commander, you've received a new
sei
message
lá,
at your
velho.
private terminal.
To the Normandy, our tanks. Our tanks, não. Our thanks. Ah, tá. É o tanks lá, o pessoal agradecendo da nave que a gente salvou. Tá, isso aqui eu já li. É isso.
What's this area of the ship?
Não.
That's all for now.
Vamos.
You out, Shepard.
Vamos subir aqui na cabine do capitão. Para eu ver. Pô, real, eu deixei os bichos morrer, mano, os peixinhos. Ah, então... Será que é isso aqui, ó? Os brinquedos que eu tô comprando lá? Acho que é, né? Da hora. Medalha de honra. Hamster espacial. Trocar a armadura. Tinha um... Aí, ó. Porra! Pô, mas aí não dá pra tirar o capacete, velho. Isso que é foda. Será que não tem isso nas opções, de repente? Gráficos. Sync, Motion Blur. Vamos colocar só pra ver como é que fica. Film Grain, Anti-Aliasing. Sound, Gameplay. Não, né? É. Eu não queria, tipo... com capacete, porque aí você não vê a cara dela, é uma merda. Vamos deixar só um pouquinho então, vai.
Commander. What?
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander. Commander. What?
Do you have a minute?
There's a lot to do, Shepard.
Do you have a minute?
There's a lot to do, Shepard.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
Shepard, what can
You
I
got
do?
time to talk?
I really need to clean up this engine. Maybe
I'll let you work.
Talk to you later.
We have used half our fuel.
Bom, vamos lá. Vamos ver esse aqui do Firewalker. Aí logo em seguida a gente faz o Overlord e já vai pegar a paradinha para poder seguir com a história principal. Vamos pegar aqui mais combustível.